Cody in the morning. WSM. This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Hey, I read where daylight saving time is here to stay over the weekend. Anybody else see that?
I did when I noticed my alarm clock was wrong last night before I went to sleep. I looked up and I went, well, that's not right.
That happened on my car yesterday. I have a manual and an automatic, and it was still on manual, so it didn't update. And I thought, man, for daylight saving time, the day sure is passing slow.
Yeah.
I went, oh,
Nope,
it's not 3 o'clock, Billy Boy. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But there was plenty of daylight. The sun finally did come out yesterday as we welcome you to our country music living room, our studio home, which is Mr. Acuff's house on the Grand Ole Opry Plaza, sponsored by Gus Annerdale and Springer Mountain Farms Chicken, the simply superior Acuff House studio. Getting connected with Kelly Sutton, who had a busy mama weekend at the theater, and Charlie Mattos, who went to the theater. And let's see, what did I do? It involved grandkids. A lot,
sure.
as I recall.
Yes. That's what you do now.
And I have, was told, softball at 4 today for Lily. So it's like the third week of practice, I want to say something like that.
Is this her first year playing, or has she played
Oh,
before?
no. Softball, she's played several years now. Wow. Soccer was a 1-year thing because you have to run and kick the ball, and nobody told her.
I don't blame her.
So,
Not if you're the goalie.
well, I never suggested. Lily, you should try out for goalie.
But then you have to dive.
There is diving.
That doesn't
Did
seem
you
Yeah.
get my video I sent you of her latest backflip routine?
She's just crushing gymnastics, man. She's
that's
so
her,
good.
That's her thing. It really is.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love watching it. It's fun.
And you were at the Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. You were
Let me tell ya.
you were the glam squad for Reese and
Yes.
some of her stage colleagues.
Yes, and it was a huge production. Over 70 kids were a part of this.
Was she
So-
Potiphar's wife?
No, she
No.
was narrator. So she sang the whole thing. Because, it is...
Oh, a lot more fun if you're Potiphar's wife.
Well, Potiphar's wife got a great dance solo. That was her friend Stella, and she did a great job with it.
What did you say about Potiphar's wife? She had a what?
She had a wandering eye. She liked to look around.
Is that like a lazy eye or different?
A little different.
Okay.
A little different.
Oh, I guess she wasn't lazy. That wasn't her problem.
Joseph wishes she had been. It's like, back off, woman.
Yes, it's really cute. I mean, I'm sure everyone has probably seen some version of it. It was popular with Donny Osmond. So it was written in the 70s, but Donny Osmond was Joseph and brought it to popularity really in the 90s.
I did not know that.
Oh, it was like,
I
ran
remember it coming out. I
forever.
just didn't remember it was him.
Yeah, and so he's kind of the quintessential Joseph, if you will. But this was an updated version, kind of rock and roll. It was very fun. They killed it. They did a great job. So
You said a
congratulations.
75-member cast?
70, at least 70. I don't know how many exactly, but yeah, it was huge. It was
Is that her biggest
massive.
production yet as far as...
Yeah, at school,
yeah.
I think so. Yes, it was crazy. And at the end, like the entire stage is filled with kids doing bows, and they're spilling out into the audience. And yeah, it was fun.
It was like the Gatlin Brothers 70th anniversary
Correct.
celebration.
More people backstage than out front. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, so it was chaos.
It was chaos.
Do you remember Diana DeGarmo from
course.
American Idol? I saw her do it at TPAC.
You did.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Yeah, it was really great.
One of my favorite voices.
Yeah, it's a really fun musical. It
really is.
Yeah.
Great score. It is playing in my head and has been for the last 2 weeks. So if I could get Go Joseph out of my head, that would be great.
Well, and I know everyone always tells a parent how great something is, but this is like, if you told me you had shot that at TPAC, I would have believed you. That's how good the production values are. It's crazy good.
It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
They really do put a lot into it.
You, superstar,
Yeah.
a few hours from now,
Here we go.
don't hold back. Don't be modest. Let's get it out there.
We're on American Idol tonight. This is it. The big thing, the big episode. We flew to Hawaii and taped it, and it's the Ohana round, so it's on tonight. It's going to be on 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, and I've already seen it. I did make the final cut, so that was good, because, that's the hard part. You're talking about it, and you're like, I could be on the editing room floor, but Some really special moments. One special moment in particular with The House That Built Me. Y'all know every time I hear it. There are 2 or 3 songs that will make me cry every time, and that is one of them. So therefore, there's tears on American Idol tonight, and they're mine.
All right.
So
And
get ready.
by we, Charlie, she means her.
Oh,
Joyce was with me.
I was well aware when this was filmed because I was here surrounded by ice. So I know who was in Honolulu at the Disney Resort.
And I was stuck in my house in Cross Plains
Yes.
for 4 days. And getting these pictures from Kelly,
Yes.
looking like a supermodel on the beach in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Man. And your pictures, by the way, are stunning.
Thank you.
They really
Thank
are.
you. We've got a little
Really are.
teaser that we'll play coming up in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Plus, this is awesome, and I haven't asked you this morning yet. What song instantly takes you back to a specific moment in your life?
Okay.
Because songs can do that.
Got
just
a bunch
like that.
of 'em,
Yeah.
yeah.
So get ready.
Kind of what they're intended to do, isn't it?
Right.
And speaking of that, a new album, Lone Star, from a real-life singing cowboy.
From the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, this is Coffee Country and Cody.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, I got the. All right.
Yeah. There you go. Woo!
This is what happens when adults who have no chaperone are left alone in a studio and the cameras are rolling.
With Luke Bryan.
As we welcome Austin Michael, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, who apparently is a roping horse in his other life, and Austin Michael, our special guest this morning.
How you doing?
From American Idol. I was watching your face as soon as that popped up for the folks watching on Circle Country, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube this morning, and this mile-wide smile, which people can see now, came across your face.
Oh man, it was
How impromptu was that?
Oh, it was just like I don't know. It was just natural. I kind of walked in there, and a lot of guys, everybody was kind of freaking out about, like just asking all these questions, like how much makeup are they wearing? How tall are they? How white are their teeth? Like all these crazy things. And I don't know. I was just greener than grass going into it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect to be in the industry, and so I just kind of saw it as a blessing or an opportunity to live life to the fullest, and I took it. And so I kind of went in there greener than grass, man, and I guess I left knowing what I wanted to do the rest of my life.
Well, one of those was to play the Grand Ole Opry, which you got to do for the first time you debuted.
Absolutely.
With Charlie hosting over the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Take us back in time.
Oh, man.
Now that you've had a chance to breathe.
Man, I'm still catching my breath a little bit. It's been crazy the past few days. I mean, it's pretty special to me because the Grand Ole Opry is something I think every country artist has looked up to forever. And it's one of those it's like the staple venue.
Yeah.
And so obviously that was a huge goal of mine. But my granddad started he started kind of having some issues a little bit, and I had invited him to sing a song with me on my first album when I was 15 called the Grandpa Song. And ever since then, he had thought he was like a radio sensation. And we had number ones, and we played the Grand Ole Opry all the time. So he would tell this story about me and him playing the Grand Ole Opry all the time. And so I was like, there's two things I have to do before, God forbid, he passed. And I said, I have to play the Grand Ole Opry, and I have to get a number one on some chart. And March 6th, just a couple days ago, what is today, the 9th?
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, 3 days ago, I was able to accomplish one of those thanks to you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys having me. And then yesterday, we just got our first number one on iTunes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
And a full album now.
Yes, sir.
Which is
The
available
album's
wherever
out.
people get music, called Lone Star, which
Yes,
we'll
sir.
talk more about your Texas upbringing. Do you still have your grandfather?
I do. Yeah, he was here. That's why it was so special. And I was fighting back tears the whole time. It was just such playing the Grand Ole Opry is huge, and it's an accomplishment, and I'm extremely grateful for it. But having family there, man, just makes it it ingrains that memory in your mind, and I could never ever forget that.
That's what I ran into on the way out.
Yeah,
I got to see him, so it was pretty cool.
Man, we got to go up during sound check, and he got to stand in the circle, and at that moment I was like crying. It was real tough for me.
Well, the cool part about Friday too is, I mean, we have a lot of people who make debuts, and I think they know how special the Opry is, but sometimes they come from a little out of the genre, and it may not mean quite as much. And the fact that you got it. Like you knew all the people who had stood in that circle before.
Oh, yeah.
Just makes it extra. And you did a great job, because it can be incredibly emotional
Oh,
once
yeah.
you step in there. And you held it together pretty good.
I try. I try, like kids, cowboys act like that. So
Yeah.
You must have imagined that a million times.
Oh yeah.
Did it deliver?
Oh yeah, it over-delivered. I think I got like a little bit of emotional overload as soon as you walk in that circle. I mean, first time I did it, it was during sound check, and I like walked up to the edge of it and just sat there and stared, and I was like, "There's no way." I was like, "I can't do it." And then the band came over and they were like, "Hey man, you doing all right?" I was like, "Yeah, just like contemplating everything."
Your fellow Texan William Clark Green was in the other day.
Yeah.
And he said on his debut, he just got back for the second time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a couple of years between his debut. And he said, I totally overthought that debut night. Said I was miserable.
Really?
Yeah. But he said this second go, totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and that's one thing that I noticed. Even like, I never really had a problem with nerves before. I don't know why. It's just not in my DNA, I guess. I've just kind of, like you see in the American Idol video, I just go into it greener than grass. I'm like, well, whatever happens is supposed to happen, and if I'm supposed to be embarrassed, so be it, as long as I'm myself, and so I guess there's a comfort in that. It kind of helps, but I don't know if there's any sort of mindset that can keep you from the nerves of the Grand Ole Opry. Like that just really took over me. It was crazy.
Well, it does help when you're just being yourself, because some people are not. I mean, you can tell they're not singing songs they feel.
Sure.
It's a little more of an act. So it helps if it comes natural.
Absolutely. I think being genuine and authentic is something that people can smell from a mile away.
Yeah.
They can sense it.
You reference the Opry band. Just talk about playing with them, because we sometimes take them for granted because we see them all the time, but they're just
good.
insanely good.
Oh yeah, they're insane. I mean, just you walk up there and they know every lick, every note. I mean, to a T. Yeah. And it's just so crazy meeting these people for the first time, and then going into. I mean, how big is a band? Like it's got to be like a 20 piece, right?
Well, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 13.
I was going to
think.
say
Okay, yeah, it's a big.
There's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's a big band, and you step out there, and then when everybody, oh, well, you ready to hop into the song? Like, yeah. And then you just kick right like it's the record live, like holy smokes. Because I mean, you play with like a 4 or 5 piece band, and you can get the most of the sound with that. But when you have every little lick and detail and all the songs and all of it live, it's just like there's a feeling that you can't get anywhere else. It's so cool.
I love that.
So Van Alstyne, Texas is home. Population 3,046. Van Alstynians that know how to act. And a little north of Cowtown, right?
Yeah.
Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah.
And you grew up, you talk about your grandparents, your grandfather particularly, but you spent a lot of time on that ranch?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the majority of my upbringing. I'd say I learned just about every valuable life lesson that I hold dear today on that ranch. And so it's very special to me.
And it was a cow-calf operation or a little bit
kind
of everything?
We had, actually, it's kind of funny. Most of the time people have like a whole bunch of cows and a couple horses to maintain them. We had a whole bunch of horses and a couple cows, and so it's kind of backwards. My sister was a big horse gal, so they turned into collectible items real quick.
Have you met Kelly Sutton?
Yeah. I think we had 11 horses.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, it was great. She loved them, but one I worked with was named Duke. He was kind of my favorite, and I would ride him a lot. And it was a little unnecessary, but the cows we had on the property, We only had a couple, but we'd let the neighbors let their cattle graze on our property. And at night, just for liability reasons and, it's somewhat unnecessary, but I kind of enjoyed it. I would wrangle them back up and push them into the neighbor's property and lock them up. And, I kind of felt like a cowboy, I guess. So I did that for a few years, and that got me into roping and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, I mean, working on the ranch was an everyday deal for me.
At any point, did you ever say to yourself, one day on national television, I'll rope Katy Perry?
No, I don't think that was ever in my bingo card.
Well, even better, you were recently seen with that well-known Western star and roper Post Malone.
Yeah.
Doing some roping as well. Yeah. I noticed he was smoking and roping at the same time.
Yeah. He's a good multitasker.
Yeah. Well, we talked a little at the Opry, but what was the Posty experience like?
Man, I mean, I can't say this enough. He is the most genuine person I've ever met.
We hear that from everybody.
Oh, and as you should, because I mean, this guy, I've never seen somebody so consistent and genuine. Like when you walk in the room, you just know he's being real, and he's so like loving and caring and welcoming. It's crazy. Like and to meet somebody at that level, like at the top, act like that, it set a new bar for me, man. Like I was like, man, if this guy can do it, I mean, that's who I want to be. I want to be a guy like that.
Need people like that in your life.
Oh,
you?
Absolutely, man.
He ma'amed me to death. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I was like, all right. Post. You don't have to say ma'am quite so much.
Somebody had a good upbringing. Good
Yes,
mom
he
and
did.
daddy.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
he's
Taught you how to be mannerly. Austin Michael is here. Grand Ole Opry debut is Friday, and his new album is available wherever you get your music. Stream it, buy it. It's available. It's called Lone Star. Great artwork. I'm going to talk about some of that
Thank you.
artwork I saw in the photo shoot. But we're going to feature it right now all over the world, if that's all right with you. And he'll play live on the other side
Absolutely.
of the break. Okay. So Austin Michael is here. This is the title track from Lone Star.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Austin Michael is our special guest after making his Friday Grand Ole Opry debut and the release of his new album, Lone Star. I know how proud that makes you to hear. It's out there.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's such a relief. You have no idea.
And you referenced Post Malone earlier and what a quality guy he has been to you.
Oh, yeah.
He's in Austin, too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just, I think he's in like Greenville or something.
But I mean, Austin
no, his
is
first
his
name
first
is
name.
Austin. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm
Austin
sorry.
Post.
Austin
Yeah.
Post. Yeah.
And some people in his camp will call him Austin. So
Oh, yeah.
they'll just run and they'll scream Austin, and then he will stop for a second. And then you, Austin. Oh yeah, that's me. I forgot.
That's how we met. I went over and was like, hey, man, I heard we have the same name. And I was like, Austin, right? And he goes, Austin, right? I was like, yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Do you have a shared love for the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. For some reason, man, I never really got into sports. I know it's
No kidding.
it's weird for a Texas cat not to get into football, but man, I was just too interested in rodeo, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess I'd have to say, I mean, if I'm gonna root for a team, I gotta go with the Cowboys.
So what was your sport in rodeo or multiple sports?
Man,
events.
I thought I'd be cool and be a bull rider, but after hitting the ground a few times a little harder than I'd like to, I realized it wasn't for me. And
As Greg Allman would say, ain't but one way out, babe.
oh yeah,
That's scary.
and you ain't gonna like it either.
No.
And so I tried that a couple times. I didn't like that, and so I always enjoyed roping. I've done it from the time I was little. My dad always had a roping dummy, and then when I was maybe about 12, I started really getting back into it, and man, I loved it. I don't know what it is, but I have like an obsessive personality. I'll like get obsessed about things, and roping just happened to be one of those things. And especially when I started getting into rodeo, I was like, well, I ain't cool enough to be a bull rider, so I guess I'll be a roper.
When did you play guitar? When did that first come in?
That was also about 12.
Okay.
And that was like kind of an accident. I won my first guitar in a raffle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think I spent $10 or something like that, $1 a ticket. And I was like,
What
kind of
bra-
a Hail Mary.
What brand was it?
It was a Yamaha.
Okay.
And it was just a raffle. I think they were doing it at church.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. I wanted one, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So I went ahead, bought 10 tickets, and I left. And my family stayed back, and they called me up later, and they were like, "Hey, you won the guitar." I was like, "You're messing with me." They're like, "No, you won the guitar." And I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking I'm on top of the world. And when I get back home, I open the guitar case for the first time, and just that like new guitar smell. Oh man, just smacked me right in the face. And yeah, it's like an addiction. And I just I started piddling with it, and then I realized I wasn't really good enough for it, so I set it back down. I tried that for a little while, and I set it down for about a year or two before I picked it back up and really got into it.
What was the first thing you remember learning to play?
Walk the Line by Johnny Cash.
Oh, good one.
That was my favorite. I loved like the alternating bass nights and bass notes. Like the dum 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 dum. I love that.
Boom chicka boom chicka boom.
That's awesome.
So your grandfather, you referenced earlier what an influence he was.
Yes,
he got
sir.
to be with you for the debut and the emotional time that was for you and your whole family.
Oh yeah.
Did a lot of folks come in from Van Alstyne?
Oh my gosh, yeah, the whole posse, man. I think I had somewhere close to 50 of my family members out here. Like, I mean, from some from North Carolina, like they've moved all over the place, but some from North Carolina and Texas and Houston, all over the place, man. Georgia, and we had my grandparents, my parents, my brothers and sisters. I mean, just that alone is probably 20 of us, because I got a lot of brothers and sisters.
You're one of how many?
Man, I get this messed up somehow. It's genuinely hard to keep track. I think there's 7 of us.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm number 4. No, 4th boy, number 5. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's hard
Don't
to
make
keep
him
up.
do math. It's early.
It's much easier for me and Kelly. We are only children,
Yeah.
and we're raising only children.
One of one.
Yeah, can't mess that up.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's so. It's funny. My cousin was. Well, I mean, they're little. But I was driving in the car, and she was like, "I thought you were an only child," and I was like, "No, I'm just the favorite." My other siblings didn't like that.
So did your granddaddy have a big record collection, or just was a country music radio man, or what?
Oh, he loved all of it, man. He was he come from a very musical background in Georgia. Like everybody, he had a big family too. I think he had like 10 siblings, and they all like grew up in the same house at the same time all together, and they would play instruments. Everybody would play like a different instrument. So like they'd get on the porch and it'd be like a band practice, and family reunions would be that way for him. And it was really, so he kind of came from that,
Okay.
And so his love for music has been generational. He's loved it from the beginning. And so he's loved, Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, the Highwaymen, and all the goodies. And so he'd have like this, what was CDs eventually, but he had vinyls and the whole bit, and it's pretty cool to see him like get to come up to the Grand Ole Opry and stand in the circle that a lot of those guys got to, and his eyes just lit up, man. I can't tell you how many photos I have of him that night that are just like he's beaming.
What's his name?
Jack Robinson.
Well, let's play something for Jack this morning, kind of like you did at the Grand Ole Opry on
Yes,
Friday
sir.
night. What do you want to do?
Well, I figured I'd play this one. This was a real special one to me. It's one of those, I mean, all of them are special to me, obviously, but one of those songs that the day you wrote it, it was just like, you knew it was something special. And this is like, to me, it's about kind of what the world expects from men, like how they expect a man to handle a breakup, and versus how I did, and I ended up getting the gal. So
That's Austin Michael. Proud of you. Proud for you.
thank you, sir.
Proud to know you.
Likewise.
Come back soon, all right?
Thank you.
And that new album, Lone Star, with that great artwork, by the way. Isn't that, man, that is-
Great picture.
Thank you so much. I
So you
appreciate
So
it.
did that in the high desert of Nevada, you were telling me off here?
Oh yeah.
Man.
It's beautiful.
One take, right? That's the only photo they needed, right?
Yeah. We just flew all the way out there, got one photo, and we were
That's all
like,
we did.
Called
we're
it a
good.
day.
Hey, brother, you can't hide Cowboy Handsome.
I don't know about that. I think there was some editing going on there.
Hey, Taylor Sheridan's going to be calling. You pick up the phone. He
I
needs
hope
you on
so.
Marshalls real soon.
Come on with it.
Got it, Kelly.
Come on with it.
Again, Lone Star from Austin Michael, available wherever you get your music, and our guest this morning after his Friday night Grand Ole Opry debut. That's John Party and some heartache medication. And in this room, the living room of the great Roy Acuff, the king of country music. Heartache medication with Charlie Daniels and David Corlew in tow after any given Opry show was Cranberry and Crown.
Those two
It sounds wrong to
feel
me.
very inconsistent.
It's more like cough syrup, it seems, than...
Well, now I'm thinking about it. All right, so you've got the cranberry. It's usually really tart.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the Crown definitely has a distinct flavor. For some reason, I feel like those two together might taste a little bit like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I've just
A
never
little.
heard cranberry. I mean, vodka and cranberry for
Sure.
sure, but I've never heard cranberry mixed with something that would be in the whiskey family. It just seems odd.
Yeah, it does feel a little
But you know,
odd.
Mr. Acuff was, he
We
had
need
his
to
quirks.
try it
Yeah,
one of
so-
these days. When is Mr. Acuff's birthday? We should try it on his birthday and do a little cheers to him here. I mean, I don't drink anymore, but if
Well,
it
we
means
got-
the
We-
lights
we
will
have-
stay on, I'll
we-
try it.
We have till September.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it will have to call David Corlew has to be here.
Oh, good. All right, we can
We'll
do
have to
that.
call him in.
That's perfect. All right, well, it's all coming out tonight. American Idol. It's the big episode. We've been talking about it ad nauseum.
Hey, let's not talk about it. It's all coming out. You are coming out tonight, gal.
I'm coming out.
Oh, way to go, Diana Ross. That's what you are.
Yeah, come on.
You a lead singer.
I will say this was so much fun. It was incredible to be a part of it. There are 8 of us that are going to be there. Panel of industry experts. They sent me clips, and y'all, it's hilarious to see how they introduce me, and I love it so much. And also, you know how, here's the other thing. So they're taping you, and they're like, do this and do this. And so you're like laughing, and then they're like, do something funny. And then I feel so dumb now. I did like heart hands, like Taylor,
of
like
course.
heart you. And that's the freeze frame that they use. Is
I
me
love
like,
that.
but my mouth is open. I just look at it and I'm like, okay.
Sure got a
well,
pretty mouth.
They'll look at it and they'll go, she's a country music expert. She looks like she's here to do your hair.
Okay, but you're not an influencer. What is your term? You're a
I am, they
An
call
industry-
me a global media personality and industry tastemaker.
tastemaker. I think that's better than influencer.
Yeah. I talked to Woody and Jim this morning and they were like, that sounds like something that was in Willy Wonka, a tastemaker. And I was like, I'll take that too.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, you kind of did get the golden ticket.
I got the golden ticket, honey. I went to Hawaii. You're right. Okay, so here's the little clip montage that they put together, complete with Ryan Seacrest's voice. Take a listen.
One of these platinum tickets will be decided by our highly esteemed panel of industry experts. Y'all Access host and country music aficionado Kelly Sutton is a global media personality.
I love listening to them talk about it.
He was so consistent, start to finish.
He's got that grit.
Teddy Swims, Chris Stapleton. Harry, that was
You
good.
better preach.
That was so
That was deep.
good. This is too hard. And then I signed her up for sure. This is too hard.
Just before that, you could hear Kelly say, "Are we getting paid for this?"
Yes. What are we doing? It was
Let's see if I got it.
so fun. This is forever me. But that it was funny because that is my personality. Like I will do that in a
Right.
picture, so I guess it captured the real me. But
That
it
was
just
great. You guys
it
look
was cute.
great.
It's
Seriously,
so
yeah.
fun. It's so fun. I hope you guys will watch tonight. We're going to do a virtual watch party over on Instagram and on Facebook. So log on, find us, and watch
there's
with us.
Something about hearing his voice say your name, which was cool. Kind of like when
Yeah.
James Taylor said, "Thank you, Kelly."
Yes. Well, and I mean, Ryan Seacrest, like he's the GOAT. He's the one we all looked up to. Anybody that was in my profession, you were like, how can I be more like Ryan Seacrest? And I truly, at one point, said, I want to do the things that he's doing. I want to do radio. I want to do TV. I want to do, print. So I'm the Ryan Seacrest.
And She-Crest. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock in the East.
No,
7
opposite.
o'clock.
7 o'clock Central.
Thank you.
8 o'clock in the East.
And that is on ABC.
Yes.
Nashville, Tennessee. Locally, you can watch on Channel 2.
WKRN.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you, Bob Mueller. Okay. What song instantly takes you back to a moment in time? I love this so much. You hear it and you just are transported immediately. The first one that comes to my mind is Brown Eyed Girl. Oh. There was a guy, his name was Alan. He was in my grade. He played guitar. He was one of the few guys that played guitar. Came to my graduation party and started playing Brown Eyed Girl, and we all sang at my high school graduation party. So what's one for you, Charlie?
Every Morning by Keb Mo. It was the song playing the first time I met Renee at the coffee shop. And I thought, wow, not only does this person beautiful, but she's got great taste in music.
Oh, and you, sir.
Color My World, Chicago.
Oh, I can play that intro on the piano.
Yeah, 58-second intro, I want to say. And it was our song, Rebecca and I, it was our song. And my early days in radio, 55 years ago, 1971, we met in 74, 5.
Oh, wow.
I closed every show that I did on the hometown radio station with Color My World by Chicago.
Look at you.
Yeah.
From the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, this is Coffee Country and Cody.
It's a Suzy Bogguss sighting.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a coon's age.
I know, it's been too long.
It hasn't been too long.
In a what?
You haven't heard
That's
that?
that's what we used to say up in Illinois. We, you know, my boyfriend when I was growing up, my boyfriend in high school would go out and they would trap raccoons and then sell the hides. And so that's what we say.
Wow, that didn't make it up to Rhode Island.
Our family reunion was called the Coon Supper because years and years and years when it first started, that's what they served. Was raccoon. They had since passed on that, but it was still the
They
Coon
still
Supper.
do it at the bar in my hometown. They still on Christmas Eve morning, everybody brings in what their whatever wild game they've caught, and like there's bear balls and beaver balls and. They're just like meatballs. I'm not, it's not.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not the
Gotcha.
Rocky Mountain.
Oh, that's what
not the oysters.
Okay.
Not the testicular version. So but all when I was growing up out in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky, when Daddy was pastoring those little crossroads churches, I mean, every little community had a coon hunters club.
Yeah.
They're just a little store building or something that they throw
they're
up.
so adorable. So it's really hard to it's almost like if you think about it hard enough, then you just are like, no, that's wrong.
Those little hands.
They're
just so cute. I know, and I have a bunch in the backyard.
They're smart.
Now. They're smart.
So not a lot of coon hunting in the mean streets of Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Apparently not. We were hanging salt codfish from the ceiling and preserving it that way. So
that's good.
Yeah. I don't feel as bad about a fish for some reason. That little mammals are hard on me.
Yeah. So
that was a weird way to start our conversation.
It was actually. Yeah.
Glad you're here. Where in Illinois? Are you Southern Illinois?
No, I actually grew up, around the Quad Cities, Moline, Bettendorf, and that on the Mississippi.
Aledo.
Aledo, Illinois. It's
Margot Price's hometown.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
we're
right.
both
That's
from
right.
Aledo.
And she took dance from your mama?
No, I took dance from her mama.
We never get that story right. We always mess it up somehow.
So actually, So and she was only a couple years older than me, but there was they were the best cheerleaders in town. So you would go and try to learn as much about gymnastics and stuff as you could from Candy Mall. That was her mom's name, Margot's great with gymnastics and dancing and all that stuff too, but.
I didn't realize that.
Being a cheerleader, it's like, for me, it was so important to stay completely straight and be perfectly in line. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to dancing, my hips just don't move. They're like stiff, like I'm like making shapes like YMCA or something, you know.
That's a certain type of dance. There's more of a palm routine where we're very clean.
Yes.
You're not a hip hop dancer.
Right.
We'll let that go.
The pom-pom girls, you know, they had the moves, but
Can
the
I just
cheerleaders,
tell
we were
you?
rigid.
You need to come with me. There's a new exercise class in town that you bring your pom-poms, and it is like pom-pom jazzercise.
Really?
Please come with me.
Okay.
You'd have the
Sounds
most fun. We'll get you some pom-poms.
Thank you, because I do not have any.
Well, I found some on Amazon. And it is, I'm telling you, it's just all retired cheerleaders. I call us the geriatric all-stars. We are having so much fun right now. Yes, and we're dancing with pom-poms and
Please
getting
tell me
sweaty.
that nobody can still do the splits.
No, we don't even try. Suzy, come on. We're not that dumb. We're not even going to try. But we do dance with pom-poms. So
That's
you're
great.
welcome
well,
next time.
I still jump on stage. You know,
See?
when I'm finishing up a song, you know, a lot of times I'll give a little herky.
Oh, I love it.
With a guitar, it's extra hard.
That is hard. You're not using your arms at all. That's great.
So the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry, but prior to that, you became the first female into the Illinois Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame.
Isn't that whacked?
Yeah. When I saw that, I was so proud for you.
Well, it's kind of I'm a sort of an honorary, you know. They have like a
Well, the first female and first country artist, as I
right
understand.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I, you know, it's just that they have like a you know, like the Founders Award or something like that. So whoever founded it originally likes my stuff.
That's
Well,
great.
It's kind of groovy.
That's really groovy. We said that you are still the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry, but this is much like Miss America handing over her crown.
Exactly.
And you know, at the very end of the pageant, she walks out one last time and goes down the
Yes.
catwalk and waves and thanks everybody that's helped her
Yeah.
with her reign. So this being your walk before we give
Yeah.
the crown to Jelly Roll, is there anyone you want to thank for your reign?
You know, Kathy Mateo, I'd have to thank her, you
that's
know,
nice.
since she invited me.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to invite Jelly Roll to be the next member, but I was thinking, like, you know, that he would look good in my robe and my tiara. So
Yes.
I'm going to make sure that it has that waiting for him in his dressing room.
Well, at the very least, his sash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to have the sash for sure.
That would be great. I think we should
Wouldn't that
really
be
implement
hysterical?
it.
Especially if it could be the one with the little, you know, like the king fur on the outside edge.
Yes.
I mean, I can almost see it. You know, it's like I think it could make
He
some
would
great,
totally wear it
some
too.
stunning pictures. Yes.
Yeah.
That whole back and forth with Kathy and then you. How much did you know?
Nothing.
No inclination whatsoever.
None. And, you know, Trisha was there, Terry was there. And, you know, I said this to you last time. It's like, I guess I should be happy that my friends can keep secrets. But on the other hand, not away from me. I want them to
You
keep
can be
my
good,
secrets.
just not that good.
Yeah, you can keep my secrets, but don't keep Kathy's secrets. And the Opry secrets.
That was just one of those magical moments to have her stop in the middle of her song on her induction night and turn and look at you.
Best
And I
girl.
think that's when you realized, right?
Oh, yeah.
When she turned to look at you, you went, no.
Yes, I did. I just was like, you are kidding me. Because it just was, we were having so much fun singing this song. And all of a sudden she stops it. And I'm like, groove killer. And we were grooving. We actually had some choreography going on for 18 Wheels. And it was going good. And then, dang.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, I love that girl. She definitely pulled one on me.
Who was the first person you called?
My sister. And she had been listening because usually she listens whenever I'm on.
Older or younger?
And she's older. And she said, Mom would have loved that so much. And I just said, I think she was here. So I just, I felt like she was there the night that I was inducted. It just felt like just one of those things where I think I've told this story before, maybe not here, but I used to have a bunch of us songwriter gals would get together and have these tea parties. And one year, Nancy Griffith was having it at her house. And we got there and we were unloading our cucumber sandwiches and everything. And Nancy says, I don't know if you know, but my mother passed today. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you want us to get out of here? And she says, oh, no, I want everybody to be here with me tonight. She said, this is the only, I told my mom, when she was getting sick that I was having this party. And she said, well, you need to stay there and have that party. And she said her passing was the only way she could be here with us tonight. And it was the most sweet way to look at it. And I was just like, and every time we've had one of those things since, I've always felt like, well, all of the gals are here with us,
And I knew your mom. She was just marvelous and lived a long life, as I recall.
Almost 101, yeah.
Wow.
She definitely just in there all the way to the very end. So just, I hope I get at least, a few more good years. I'm thinking that if I could just keep my brain going like that, it'd be awesome.
Lord, would you just give me 99?
Just give me the words to my songs. That's all please. I just want to know the chords and the words.
Well, let's go back to the Aces album and give us a setup for Part of Me this morning.
Oh, you know what? I just pulled this one out. This is a song that I love to perform, and I think that's why it was just kind of on the top of my mind at the time. But it's just it's like one of the most perfect written country songs I can think of, and I love to sing it just me and my guitar because it's. The words are just so perfect. So this is a Tony Arata song,
which doesn't hurt.
Wrote, the dance. It's like he's kind of good at stuff.
Nashville Songwriter Hall of Famer.
Not bad.
He's pretty good, but I do think that I've cut like 3 or 4 of Tony's songs because I just think he's fantastic. But I do think this is one of the killer country songs.
Well, he gets up often and walks and listens, so maybe he is right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go get you some mailbox money later this month. All right, Tony?
There you go, Tony.
Courtesy of Suzy Bogguss.
This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Hey, Suzy Bogguss is here. She played the Franklin Theater over the weekend. She is the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry family for another day or so. And then Jelly Roll. Kelly Sutton has you have a media event that you are hosting with Mr. Jelly?
Yeah, we're going to do a little conversation beforehand. And then after that, I think he goes into hair and makeup. And then Suzy sits down and she says, now that you're taking over the title, here are the things that come with the reign of being the newest Opry member.
Here's your scepter.
Here's your scepter. Here's your crown.
Kind of the Mr. Man speech.
Yes.
Listen, Mr. Man.
Here are the things. Please sign on the dotted line right here and right here and right here and click it. Just like doing a mortgage.
And then you're playing another Opry, the Orange Blossom Opry, down in Weirsdale, Florida this coming weekend.
We play down there a lot. I just was over at Pam Tillis's house yesterday, and we were talking about we play there a lot, at that place. And that's another place where they do home cooking, for you. And it's just that we love home cooking. We love it when they do that. They spoil us when we get there, and got the but it's really hard because there is always dessert, and when you're on the road, you're trying not to eat a lot of sugar because what happens is that you don't get the exercise you do when you're home working in the yard and stuff. But we, sometimes you just have to indulge.
Well, I was telling you off the air how loved you are in general, but particularly at the Tennessee Theater in Portland, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Sumner and Robertson counties, they've revitalized that theater the last few years. I know you love going up there. They love having you come back in a recurring role.
The acoustics are amazing in that place, and the audience, like they will hoot nanny with you.
Oh, good.
So that's what I love is when the people will sing along with you, and you end up just having it's like a big church service, only it's in a theater instead. It's really fun.
But you said the great thing is the food, homemade food.
Oh,
it's like your very own personal Cracker Barrel.
And it's so hard because I'll eat, before the show, and then I have to stop at a certain point and then put it away for after the show, because otherwise I'm gonna be up there having to rephrase all my songs. You know what I mean?
So
doing a big burp in the middle of letting go. Rarf.
Are we officially out of soup season?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I mean, we got a little cold spell coming next week. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're the queen of soup. Every time that I'm making a soup, I go to the cookbook that you have. There are so many different recipes. What is your favorite go-to? And do you keep it like you have some just frozen that you can pull out?
Yeah, there's the vegetable one that I make that I mean, it's got about every vegetable in the whole wide world, and zucchini and green beans and garbanzo beans. It's got the whole deal in it. And then, but you make this fresh pesto with basil and pecorino cheese and garlic, and that stuff you could just eat that and be happy, but the vegetables are good for you, so you should eat the soup too. But that's my favorite one. It's called soup a pisto. I think it's and it's got an E at the end of soup, so I think it's French.
Oh, you charge more for it.
Yeah,
it costs an extra $3 a bowl.
Super classy, super classy.
So we played Part of Me from the Aces record.
Right.
Take me back to that album, because you'd had a couple albums and a couple of singles that went top 40.
Right.
But that Aces album was kind of the game changer for you, wasn't it?
It was, Jimmy Bowen and I had tried to make a record before that, but we hadn't really like bonded. We just didn't he didn't know who I was. I didn't really know who he was. Because he had come in after I'd been signed by Jim Fogelsong. So we were just kind of getting to know each other. But at one point I could feel that, he was sort of thinking that I was, hippie chick, and he was like, he hated yodeling. He was like, oh my God, please don't ever do that again.
Okay.
Whatever that hillbilly yodeling thing is you do. And so at a certain point, I kind of said, well, you're the one who has all the great contacts to the songwriters. And so at that point, he really started like finding songs for me and working hard to make sure that I was getting the songwriters that would be funneling songs to me that were appropriate for my that I love to play guitar, and that, that I had that sort of acoustic vibe to me, and also just the kind of songs my voice sounded good on, and Part of Me, I think, was like kind of an example. And Aces, of course, too. That was the one he pitched to me that I was like, oh, you get it now. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Cheryl Wheeler, right?
Let's go. Finally. Yeah, Cheryl Wheeler.
May I add a yodel?
Yes, may I add a little yodel at the end of this? Oh, yes.
Well, Suzy Bogguss is here if you just joined us from the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk this morning. You were going to catch us up. We were all sharing our miseries, except for Miss Sutton, who will be in prime time tonight on national television on American Idol from Ohana,
I heard about
Hawaii. And it's the top 30 round that becomes the top 20 when it's all said and done.
Yep.
And it's at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern on ABC all over the world. And Hulu. Charlie, you said tomorrow you're going to
And Disney Plus. Yep.
And
that's going to be great.
Charlie was snowed in here at the studio. I was snowed in at home because of the timing of it.
Yes.
Kelly was in Hawaii,
Sorry.
and you were...
I was in Florida.
Ah, there's my girl.
It's, wacky. Well, I wasn't doing it because I planned this ahead of time.
Sure.
Some of my really good friends I write with a lot, Matresa Berg and Gretchen Peters, and their husbands, we had all decided that we were going to go down to Florida and just see what kind of songs we could come up with, all six of us. And I've never written with that many people in a room before, but I want to tell you, we had the best time. We had so much fun.
I mean, what a line. You got Doug Crowder.
Doug, yes, Doug.
And you. And then you've got
Barry Walsh, amazing
Barry
piano
Walsh,
player,
who's
played
married
with
to
Waylon
Gretchen.
Jennings.
And Gretchen.
Of course, wrote Independence Day.
Yeah.
I mean, both Matresa and Gretchen have had Song of the Year for the CMAs.
And both of them in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Right,
Nashville Songwriters Hall
exactly
of Fame.
right.
Yeah. And then,
Very
of
good.
course, Matresa married to Jeff Hanna of
Jeff
Nitty
Hanna
Gritty.
from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, which, when I was starting, I used to have cassette tapes of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band that I would play on my breaks between my sets.
Just
And-
this morning, I have a feature every morning at 6:50
Yeah.
called the Cody Classic.
Yeah.
And over the weekend, in my coming and going, I heard some of Shelley's Blues, which was a
Oh,
Michael
that's-
Nesmith song. And I thought,
right.
but that's not the Nitty Gritty version I know. Because I remember hearing it first on the Uncle Charlie album, which
Right,
is one of their landmark
exactly.
albums. And it was the Monkees version of some of Shelley's Blues. So I did a deep dive. And Linda Ronstadt was the first to cut it with the Stone
Was she
Ponies
really?
in '68.
I love that version.
Yeah.
I love Linda
But I
Ronstadt's version
featured
of that song.
the Nitty
That's
Gritty
funny.
version.
Yeah, Jeff came to my house during COVID times and when we were doing the Wind Down Wednesdays
Mm-hmm.
and did some of Shelley's Blues, and that was just like I was like, that used to be on my cassette tape for in between him and Michael Martin Murphy, where they were the thing. So anyway, so we were writing songs and we got 4 done and recorded. And we're kind of trying to decide if we're going to do something with it. We all of us, between us, we're kind of all people who've been married a long time, and so we started thinking of ourselves as long haulers
That should be the band name. You guys
That's
just go
what
out
we're
and
thinking.
dig.
Make it a band.
Well, and the disclaimer: married to the same person.
Yeah, married to.
Because there's a lot of people who've been married a lot. But,
Well,
you know,
yeah,
but,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's-
Well, we added it up, and it's like 89
That's
years.
impressive. Yeah.
Nice.
So how long have you
89
and
years.
Doug been together?
Almost 40 this year.
Rebecca and I just hit 46.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
you win.
We had a couple at the
I was running around the country.
we had a couple at the Opry Friday night that been married 60.
That's great.
And I did the math on how old I would be if Renee and I make it to 60. And
Yeah.
I'd be 3 digits.
Wow. Well, it's
Good luck.
possible.
Thank you. Well, she won't let me live that long. Anyway, so, yeah.
Well, you got to do what we did in Kentucky to keep it all together. Get married in study hall during high school. Right.
It's easy.
You didn't do that, did you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, wow.
We were in our early 20s. Still too young, probably, but still at it.
That's so funny. That's funny. Yeah, Jeff and Matresa, I have 33 years, and Barry was in Gretchen's band for many years before they got married. So they're probably virgin on 30 also. So
Wow.
amazing.
Jeff Hanna, whatever he has genetically,
Oh my gosh,
needs to be bottled up and sold
it's unreal.
all over the world at cosmetic counters.
It's so
Yeah.
true. He just looks so young, and he acts so young, and he really is. I will say to you, he probably took 4 walks a day when we were down there at the beach.
That makes
And it's just he's got a lot of energy. So I don't know. I watched what he was eating. It was, he just had like a cinnamon raisin bagel in the morning. It wasn't anything fancy like something green drink or anything. I don't know how he's doing it.
And great hair.
He got the best hair.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's got like teeny tiny little streaks of gray in there that just make him look more distinguished. It's kind of a pisser.
From Suzy Bogguss, Grand Ole Opry star, to, again, the Orange Blossom Opry on Saturday in Florida in Weirsdale. She was at the Franklin Theater over the weekend. That go well?
It was great.
Was it?
Yeah, full house. Just, again, hootenanny. That place is like a living room. There's not a bad seat in the house. And yeah, even the balcony was singing.
Well, Praying for Sunshine from that album, We Can Make It All Right. Did you say your son is singing on
Yeah,
this?
he's singing the background vocals on here. So
Ben?
Yeah, Ben was singing. I've been trying to get him to do more of that because he's really good at harmony. It's just sort of a innate thing. He really never studied that, but I mean, he was a trumpet player and was never in the choir or anything at school. But he's just got a natural gift for harmony. So, and he's got a beautiful voice. He gets that from his daddy.
Thank you for coming to see us.
Thank you for seeing me. It's so good to be back.
Good to see you.
I always have a good time seeing you guys. So thanks for everything.
Love you forever.
I love you forever also.
That's Suzy Bogguss on Coffee. Kelsey Ballerini, Grand Ole Opry member and baggage. And Charlie Meadows, she has been added to your Carnegie Hall Opry show coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, March the 20th, which is a Friday in New York City. Kelsey Ballerini, Scotty McCreery, Henry Cho, Rhonda Vincent, Wyatt Flores, and The War and Treaty. That is the official lineup for that night.
I know how much you love to walk. Get your steps in.
Mm-hmm.
David Nail posted on socials this morning. He'd been in New York for a day and a half and walked 22 and a half miles.
Well, hang on, let me get my
feels
steps.
right. That feels right.
Renee and I were there in July to celebrate our anniversary. Let's see what my total was. Let's see. I was at, I did 39 miles in 3 days.
Whoa!
Yeah, averaged about 13, 14 a day.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, now see, I'm interested because I was there at the beginning of July, and I wonder, mine was probably, I think I was more like 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I hit quite
Yeah,
as
but
many.
then, of course, not everybody's a pom-pom girl in their spare time. And then
Well, that's
doing
true.
American Idol in prime time at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern,
Thank you.
ABC, all over the world, Hulu, and Disney Plus, you said, starting tomorrow?
Disney Plus too. Yeah. See, the beauty of going to New York with me is I'm up at like 5 anyway. So I go
Right.
walk for 3 hours. And then about the time you're waking up, I come back with coffee for you. See, it's a good system.
My
I've
high
created
day
here.
there was 17,000 steps. Then most of them were 13 and 14,000.
Yeah,
But I was there for 4 days, so
My
it's
high
a good
was
total.
33,000.
Gee
Yeah.
whiz.
My highest all time was 40,000.
Do you just go through sneakers like
Not as often as I should.
Okay.
I need to change them more than I do.
it's like putting new tires on? You
It
gotta get new
absolutely
ones.
is.
Well, Charlie's
Yes.
smart. I mean, he buys, you buy like Adidas online. and
If
you
I
buy-
find ones I like, I buy like 3 pairs. Of
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
Just so I got a
It's a good
stack
idea.
of them.
Really good
Smart.
idea. By
also,
the way, thank
yes?
you to Austin Michael for
He was
stopping by
great.
to see us this morning.
Wasn't he
Debuted
great?
at the Opry with Charlie on Friday. The new album is called Lone Star, the pride of Van Alstyne, Texas. And we featured that. And then Suzy Bogguss, she just left. She's on her way. We mentioned the Orange Blossom Opry in Weirsdale, Florida. She's got a month-long Florida run. The 20th, she's in Davie, Largo on the 21st, and then off to Newberry, South Carolina, to this historic opera house
Nice.
called the Newberry Opera House. And I looked it up because I've heard about it. And if you took the Ryman Auditorium and War Memorial and put them together, you've got this historic, beautiful old opera house in Newberry, South Carolina, which Charlie looked up about 40 miles out of Columbia. And she said she'd been trying to play there. I thought she was like, had been going there for years, but she said, I've never been there. I've been trying to get in for like 3 years. I said,
Oh, that's great.
pick me. So they did.
There she did. That's perfect. Well, we're talking about waking up in the morning. We did this earlier, but I feel like we need to do this again. Just in case you weren't woken up and in case you didn't have enough adrenaline.
And by we,
So the story goes, by we mean you.
okay. Here we go.
It's now all over. It's viral. People are jumping in the morning 50 times. Now, not jumping jacks, just jumping in the morning. They say that it helps your blood get flowing, helps your oxygen intake. It helps your lymphatic drainage. So Charlie Matos is playing the role for us and jumping 50 times to see if indeed he feels more alert and better after.
Can I ask-
He might also pass out. So anything is on the table right now.
Can I ask a very personal question?
Sure.
Where is his lymphatic fluid going right now?
Oh, I can feel it draining.
I don't know. I don't know
Do
that
not go
answer.
behind that console after the show.
All right. Do you notice I kind of had the little slalom thing going there for a little
You
bit?
were.
just to
You were
kinda-
really. You were
yeah.
getting into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of a
How
Lindsey
you feel?
Vonn thing.
You feel great? You feel good?
No.
You feel excited?
No.
No?
I don't feel. I feel a little dizzy actually.
Okay,
To be
well,
perfectly
sit down,
honest.
please.
Thinking about it this way, you don't have to do it tomorrow because you did 100 today.
Well, there we go. Yeah. The thing is, you want me to do this at 3 a.m. while Renee is still trying to sleep, and the dog, I'm desperately trying to not wake up.
Oh, let me know how that works
Right.
out.
I'm telling you. Sorry,
A
Renee.
woman much like my wife,
Renee is
who
like-
shall not be awakened.
Absolutely not. So this is the thing. You're supposed to do it right when you wake up. Really get you going in the
Okay.
morning. Also, highly recommended that you drink like a full 24 ounces of water.
doing
Give
that right
yourself
now.
an internal shower. And, optional things for you. I've seen cold plunge is great in the morning. Lemon water is great in the morning. Dirk Bentley already chimed in and said he did his cold plunge this morning because, of course, he did.
Really?
I
I
can't
think
do
that's
it
a
every
regular
morning.
thing for him, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, he does that a lot.
You know, my Vandy girls for years, and anytime after a practice, many of them would just jump straight into the ice bath.
Ooh, gosh, that just...
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I
it takes
feel
away
like-
all the swelling from knees, and it's wonderful as a rejuvenative thing.
Yeah, I can understand
after a
that.
hard practice.
But also still so cold.
They would think nothing of it. I would watch them. I'm like, just hop in. Like me boarding in a warm bath, they would just hop in that ice, didn't even think about it.
Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing. High school locker room, and we got the whirlpool.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You get in there after practice.
It's nice.
With or without ice.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know. All right. Well, tonight, tune in. We're doing a watch party. It's American Idol Ohana round. We're going to be there. And by we, I mean me and my producer, Joyce Reiser, who got to go with me, but not these two, unfortunately. However, they did send over some clips. So here's a sneak peek of what you're going to see tonight on ABC.
One of these platinum tickets will be decided by our highly esteemed panel of industry experts. Y'all Access host and country music aficionado Kelly Sutton is a global media personality.
I love listening to them talk about
He
it.
was so consistent, start to finish.
He's got that grit.
Teddy Swims, Chris Stapleton. Harry, that was
You
good.
better preach.
That was so
That was deep.
Yeah. This is too hard. So that about sums it up. Too hard. It really is an incredible episode to watch tonight.
7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. ABC. And then tomorrow you can watch it on Hulu and Disney Plus. Kelly Sutton, superstar. The it girl over there. Charlie Manos, Billy Boy Cody, Annie Nye, Feel Better. And that's Jeff Roberts in Master Control.
Yeah, cook that chicken next time, Annie. It's probably better for the system.
You just worry about your lymphatic fluid.
That's all, man.
He's draining. He's draining as we speak.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Tuesday. Come on.